Welcome to our rolling news coverage. We will bring you the latest developments on the most pressing stories around the world. Straight ahead.
Event number 1. Tensions escalated when the U.S. and Israel airstrikes destroyed 90% of Iran's missile launchers. Event number 2. A Thai cargo ship caught fire in the Strait of Hormuz after being hit by artillery shells from Iran. Event number 3. The conflict with Iran causes global economic damage, severely affecting Pakistan.
And now, for the details.
According to a Bloomberg report citing anonymous U.S. officials, Iran has lost up to 90% of its missile launchers in joint U.S. Israeli airstrikes that began last month. The report argues that after a period of intense escalation in the summer of 2025, the U.S. and Israel adjusted their strategy based on clear lessons learned from that confrontation. Their current approach focuses on the systematic destruction of missile launchers and command and control facilities. By eliminating these assets, they have significantly limited Iran's ability to carry out large-scale, coordinated attacks. Unlike the missiles themselves, which can be hidden underground or replaced relatively quickly, launchers are much harder to conceal or rebuild. As such, they represent a critical vulnerability and have become a top priority target in this campaign. According to previous statements from the Pentagon, the frequency of Iran's fire has dropped significantly since the campaign began. Missile launches have decreased by about 90%, while drone launches have fallen by around 83%. Additionally, Israel's I-24 news channel reported last week that Iran had lost about 60% of its missile launchers and air defense equipment over the course of the fighting. According to estimates from Western defense agencies and research institutes, Iran's arsenal includes about 500 to 3,000 ballistic missiles, along with a large number of cruise missiles and armed drones. The United States and Israel began joint airstrikes, codenamed Epic Fury, on February 28, involving aircraft, missiles, and drones operated by both the Israeli military and U.S. forces. U.S. President Donald Trump said the operation was aimed at targeting the Iranian military and eliminating Tehran's nuclear program. The campaign has targeted numerous sites across Iran, including air bases, missile launch sites, fuel storage facilities, and elements of Iran's military command structure. More than 100 children were killed when an elementary school was hit in Minab on the first day of the campaign. Iran has responded with unprecedented retaliatory missile and drone attacks targeting Israeli territory and U.S.-related targets across the Middle East. Iranian state media describes some of these retaliatory barrages as the most intense since the war began, targeting Israeli cities and U.S. military positions in the region. This exchange of fire has raised concerns that the conflict could expand further across the Middle East and threaten global energy routes like the Strait of Hormuz. Images released by the Royal Thai Navy on Wednesday showed the Thai cargo ship Mayuri Nari being hit and burning fiercely in the Strait of Hormuz. According to the Associated Press, a projectile launched from Iran struck the Thai cargo ship off the coast of Oman in the Strait of Hormuz early Wednesday, causing the vessel to catch fire. A search is underway for 3 missing crew members of the Mayuri Nari after 20 others were rescued by the Omani Navy, according to Thailand's Marine Department. The department said the 3 missing sailors were reportedly in the engine room when the explosion occurred. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations, run by the British military, had earlier said the ship was attacked just north of Oman in the strait. The Marine Department said it is coordinating with relevant domestic and international agencies to conduct the search and rescue operation and provide support to the affected crew members. Iran has attacked commercial ships across the Persian Gulf and targeted Dubai International Airport, escalating its pressure campaign on the energy-rich region amid growing global energy fears as U.S. and Israeli airstrikes pound the Islamic Republic. The war with Iran is inflicting collateral damage on the world economy. According to the Associated Press, Pakistan is in a particularly dire situation. The South Asian nation imports 40% of its energy and relies heavily on liquefied natural gas from Qatar, a supply that has now been cut off due to the conflict. Pakistanis are facing soaring fuel prices as the government raised the price of gasoline to a record high last Friday, from 266 rupees per liter to 321 rupees per liter. Higher energy prices will squeeze Pakistani families and severely damage their economy. "Inflation has exhausted us," said Karachi resident Shahbaz Niazi. He added that rising fuel costs are compounding already high expenses, like rent and food. "I don't know how I'm going to manage this situation anymore." The Pakistani government on Monday announced a plan to address the economic difficulties arising from the war. One proposal calls for half of all employees in both the public and private sectors to work from home to reduce fuel consumption. Economic analyst Shahryar Butt said the government cannot offer any subsidies because the country is in an International Monetary Fund (IMF) loan program. The IMF often requires countries in these programs to eliminate widespread subsidies, especially on energy. According to pharmacists, the expanding conflict has also disrupted Pakistan's pharmaceutical imports. Pakistan's benchmark KSE 100 index partially recovered on Tuesday after a sharp drop of 11,015. 96 points on Monday, but it has still suffered major losses overall.